What's good, Knucklehead Sports? Once again, this is K Stu the Goat, Stuart V for Venom Sports. And, you know, the question was asked, like, what if you were a defensive coordinator, what could you do to prepare for Alabama's offense? Well, one of the things you have to understand is that Alabama is going to be massively successful against you. But it's up to the defensive coordinator to decide the extent of the success. I think LSU did an incredible job of taking some things away. You got to take a few things away from from Alabama. One of those things is Tua Tagovailoa just cannot have all of his options available. For one thing, he can't just be able to sit back there and just be able to pick you apart the whole game. So what you have to do is start to strategically throw in some different coverage packages to take away those checkdowns those unobvious checkdowns that really hurt you, like the pass to Jacobs out of the backfield or the pass to the tight end. And you got to take away one of the receivers to where you limit his options. That's really the biggest thing you can do. From what I've seen, their running game is probably good, but they don't utilize it very often. They don't have to because Tua Tagovailoa airs it out as much. I think you have to put yourself in a position to where Alabama feels that it has to run the ball a little bit more, and that way you can kind of manage the time of possession because, when you run the ball, it eats up a lot more clock. And really, really just find ways to disrupt, because you're not going to stop Alabama. I think you do more service to yourself in the form of disruption. Coming with blitz packages, like Keith said. I don't think you should blitz the whole game because you're going to get burnt. I promise you, you're going to get burnt if you decide to do the whole, blind. If you playing spades and you run a blind 10 every time you get your hand. I just think you have to have the mentality of disruption, the mentality of taking away some of what makes Alabama successful so you won't have this deadly onslaught of just score after score after score. You have to disrupt to it. When you get a little pressure on him, he can be a little errant at times. So those are the things. I think you put a little pressure on him. You disrupt. You have the mentality of disruption and discipline. And if you do that, they still going to score 30 points. But it gives you the opportunity to sustain yourself in the football game. I mean, that's about all I could come up with because these guys are incredible. A lot of speed. They run the ball well. Tua Tagovailoa accentuates all things that are possible for this team offensively, and they're just hard to stop. But you got to disrupt them, though. Just disrupt them a little bit. Keep yourself in the game.